Bipolar disorder. Have you ever gone on a roller coaster? Now imagine that ride never stops, and it is not fun at all. That is kind of what bipolar disorder feels like. One moment you feel on top of the world. You have tons of energy. You feel super happy and think you can do anything. This is called the manic phase. But then, without warning, everything crashes. Suddenly you feel sad, tired, and like nothing matters anymore. This is the depressive phase. These two feelings switch back and forth, sometimes very fast. Some people also get very angry during these swings. Scientists have found that it can run in families, and it is also linked to how the brain works. About 40 million people around the world have bipolar disorder. It is not something you choose to have, and you cannot just decide to feel better. PTSD. It has been 6 months since you woke up from a coma. You were in a bad car crash. The crash took away your wife and 2 kids. After a very long time in the hospital, you get to go home. But just thinking about getting in a car makes your whole body shake. Your brain plays the crash over and over again like a scary movie. You hear the tires, you see the broken glass. You don't even need to be in a car. Just hearing cars outside is enough to make your heart pound and your hands sweat. Sometimes you even feel like you might pass out. That is PTSD. It stands for post-traumatic stress disorder. It happens after something really scary or terrible occurs in your life. After that, anything that reminds you of it, a sound, a smell, even a picture, can make your body react as if it's happening all over again. You might have bad dreams, or feel like you are right back in that terrible moment. Schizophrenia. When you were little, you might have had an imaginary friend. You knew they were not real, even if they felt real for a little while. But for someone with schizophrenia, that imaginary friend feels completely real, always. They can hear voices, see things, and talk to people that no one else can see or hear. They might also believe things that are not true, like thinking they are a secret spy on a special mission. It is like their brain is a TV that keeps changing channels on its own, jumping between real life and a whole different world. About 1 in every 300 people has schizophrenia. There is no cure, but doctors can help with medicine and therapy so that life gets easier and the symptoms are not so scary. Depressive disorder. Imagine if someone took all the color out of the world and every day looked gray and dull. That is what depression can feel like. It is not just feeling sad for a day. It is a deep, heavy sadness that stays and stays. Things you used to love, your favorite food, your pet, your best show, do not feel fun anymore. You might sleep all day or not be able to sleep at all. You might eat too much or not want to eat anything. Your body feels heavy and slow, like you are moving through mud. Depression affects about 280 million people all over the world. Many of them do not even know they have it. If you feel this way for a long time, talking to a doctor or therapist can really help. Anxiety disorder. Everybody feels nervous sometimes. That is totally normal. A little bit of worry helps keep us safe. But anxiety disorder is like that worry dial being turned all the way up all the time. It feels like a giant scary bear is chasing you even when you are just sitting on your couch. Your heart beats fast, your hands get sweaty, your stomach feels all twisted up. You might worry about things that have not even happened yet. You replay mistakes in your head again and again. Sometimes a perfectly good day can suddenly feel terrifying for no clear reason at all. Anxiety disorder affects about 301 million people around the world. The good news is that it can get better with the right help. Therapy, breathing exercises, and medicine can all make a big difference. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD. Picture a circus with acrobats, clowns, and tigers all going at the same time. Now imagine that circus is inside your brain every single day. That is what having ADHD can feel like. Your brain jumps from one idea to the next so fast that it is really hard to focus on just one thing. Staying organized is tough. Sitting still feels almost impossible. It is like your brain's off switch is broken. Between 129 and 366 million kids and adults around the world have ADHD. There are a few kinds. Some people have a hard time paying attention, others cannot stop moving or talking, and some people have both at the same time. It can make school and work tricky, but with the right support, people with ADHD can do amazing things. Obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD. Imagine having a tiny strict voice in your head that will not stop telling you to check, clean, and fix things over and over again. That is what OCD is like. People with OCD have thoughts that pop into their head and feel impossible to ignore. These thoughts cause a lot of worry. To make the worry go away, they do certain things over and over. For example, they might wash their hands many, many times a day because they are scared of germs. Even after washing, the worry comes right back. So they wash again. It is a loop that is hard to break. About 79 million people around the world have OCD. It is not a choice, and it is not about being silly. Cognitive behavioral therapy, a special kind of talk therapy, is one of the best ways to help. Autism spectrum disorder, ASD. Picture being at a party where everyone is laughing at a joke and you just do not get it. You feel like you landed on the wrong planet. For many people with autism spectrum disorder, situations like this happen a lot. ASD affects how people talk, connect with others, and understand the world around them. It is like having a brain that works on a slightly different setting than most people. Making eye contact can feel hard. Understanding jokes can be confusing, but there are also really cool strengths. Some people with ASD have incredible memories or amazing skills in music, math, or art. ASD is called a spectrum because no two people with it are exactly the same. About 1 in every 100 people has ASD. There is no cure, but therapy and the right kind of support can help a lot. Sleep disorders. The World Sleep Society says that about 45% of people in the world have some kind of sleep problem. Insomnia means your brain just will not let you fall asleep, even when you are really tired. It feels like your brain is throwing a loud party while your body just wants to rest. Narcolepsy is the opposite. You fall asleep without warning, even in the middle of the day, like during a meal or a job interview. Sleep apnea means your breathing actually stops for short moments while you sleep. This makes you snore very loudly and can be really dangerous if no one treats it. Some sleep problems can even make people walk or talk in their sleep without remembering it in the morning. It is like having a whole secret life at night that you never know about. Paranoia. It is normal to feel a little suspicious sometimes, especially if something feels off. But for someone with paranoia, that suspicious feeling is cranked up to the max. Say 2 coworkers are whispering in the hallway. Most people would think nothing of it, but a person with paranoia might believe those coworkers are planning something bad against them. It feels like everyone is a threat, and nothing is safe. This fear and mistrust make it very hard to have friendships or feel calm. The person might also get angry or defensive very easily. Paranoia can be caused by genes, really stressful life events, or big trauma. Dyslexia. In most classrooms, kids slowly learn to read and write as the weeks go by. But for a child with dyslexia, letters and words can look all mixed up and jumbled, like a puzzle with the pieces in the wrong spots. Dyslexia affects the part of the brain that handles language. This makes reading, writing, and spelling really hard. A recipe might say add 2 spoons of sugar, but a person with dyslexia might read something totally different. Writing thoughts down can be slow and full of errors. But here is the important part. Dyslexia has nothing to do with how smart someone is. People with dyslexia are just as smart as everyone else. They just learn in a different way. Tools like audiobooks, phonics programs, and speech-to-text software can make a huge difference.